afternoon and welcome into historic Teisinger Gymnasium, a Saturday afternoon home game, our last Saturday afternoon home game here of the season between the Southern Wesleyan University Warriors here in their home gray uniforms and the visiting Mount Olive Trojans in their road green uniforms. Two teams that don't have much separation in the all-important KPI rankings. Southern Wesleyan comes in 8-8 in the conference, 8th in the KPI. Mount Olive is 5-11 in conference play, 11th in the KPI. And we are underway here. We'll start you off with the home team and their starters as they open up with their first offensive possession of the day. Lexi Griffin with the ball in her hands, joined by Kalaya Kendrick, Tristan Berry, Shelby Glantz, and Alexis Glover. Three of the four seniors on this team in the starting lineup, the other one being Naya Gardner. That's a three from Kendrick in the corner, who rattles it home. The team's best three-point shooter coming into the game at just over 30%. She's been on fire the past couple games. The junior from nearby Seneca, South Carolina, that's a three answered by Hune, the second leading scorer on this Mount Olive team, will show some pressure. A name you're going to want to watch out today for Mount Olive is number 2, Layla Anderson, a sophomore from Burlington, North Carolina. Second in the conference in points per game, second in the conference in minutes per game, and fifth in the conference in three-point percentage. And right on cue, she pulls one straight away, couldn't get it to fall. Rebound falls to Griffin, and they back it out to Durham. Joined now by my partner today, Matt O'Banion. Matt, what are you looking for here today for the Warriors to get another important conference win?
Well, of course, you were just talking about Layla Anderson coming into this game, leading the conference in a lot of scoring categories with 18.2 points a game. That's very impressive. So really the Warriors, all they have to do is just pretty much lock her up and keep her from scoring a lot of points in this game.
Yeah, Anderson only a sophomore. That's a nice cut from Glover, and the rebound by Anderson, a sophomore, but one of the better players, and certainly going to be battling with Lexi Griffin for an all-conference spot. There is Anderson with the right-handed layup, second bucket of the game for the Trojans, and more pressure shown by Mount Olive. This is now Kendrick to slow it down for the Warriors. 5-3, just over 2 minutes. That's not a great pass from Kendrick, stolen away by Tucker, who will finish with the left hand. An early 4-point lead for the visiting Trojans, who are not making life easy on the offensive end for Southern Wesleyan.
Showing press right from the inbound.
The Warriors will show press, but really only when it's a dead ball situation and they have time to set it. And a rough offensive start there. A couple turnovers, just 1 of 3 from the field so far. Here's Anderson on the pump and drive. She'll kick out to Durham. Pulling the jumper is Griffin. And we have a jump ball there between Glantz and Hune.
Glantz averaging 6.2 rebounds a game, but she's going to be in a battle today, especially with Tiandra Tucker.
Tucker, a very good rebounder for the Trojans. This is her backing down Griffin. Then we have an offensive foul. Lexi Griffin drew the contact, took the fall, and drew the first foul of the game on either team. And this is Alondra Arroyo checking in now for Mount Olive. A 6'1" freshman from Holly Springs, North Carolina. This is Glantz, now cutting Kendrick. Good pass to Berry, who traveled. It looked like it was a designed sequence, though, from the Warriors breaking the pressure, but it's not great execution within the paint once they got there. Ball goes back to the Trojans. Here's Hune, a crossover and pulling up the three. That's short. Rebounded, though, by Anderson. And Griffin with Anderson. Get the screen from Arroyo. Splits it. Arroyo dives and is rejected by Kendrick. Now the Warriors trying to push the pace the other way. Scramble for it right in front of us. That's Berry on it to Kendrick. Now Glantz takes a step and pulls a three. That one's too strong. And another scramble for the ball, and we have a kick ball on the Warriors. So ball goes back to Mount Olive.
Not the hottest start for the Warriors, but still a lot of game left to be played.
1 of 3 from the field with 3 turnovers in the first 3.5 minutes for the Warriors.
Just need to get out of that full court pressure that Mount Olive is showing right from the inbound pass.
Yeah, there's not been a lot of teams that have pressured the Warriors from the start, as there's another made 3 by Mount Olive, but no one has really pressured the Warriors right from the tip like Mount Olive has here today. And the Warriors showing some signs that maybe they're not used to it. So a good adjustment by Coach Wendy Lee in her 24th season as the head coach of the women's basketball team at Mount Olive. 24 seasons, 2 of the longest tenured head coaches in the Conference Carolinas. Coach Davis for the Warriors in his 14th season. The jumper there made by Glover on the end for the Warriors. Now Hune finishes with the right hand for Mount Olive. 12-5, an early Trojan lead. And 6-1 already the Trojans lead on the rebounding margin, which is an area that the Warriors don't often do very well, as that's a long one going the other way with Durham. Here's Durham pulling up from the free throw line and draining it home. Now a 9-point lead for Mount Olive here early. Just 7-17 on the season, 5-11 in conference play, but they are off to a terrific start here in senior day at Teisinger Gymnasium. Some pressure from Griffin, and she fell and was on the half-court line. So that's going to be an over and back call on the Warriors. And that will send us to our first media timeout. Terrific start from the road team. It's 14-5 here early. Welcome back now to Teisinger Gymnasium. Andrew Baxley and Matt O'Banion here. 14-5, the Trojans lead early. A terrific start for them on the offensive end. 6 of 10 from the field. And they out-rebound the Warriors 7-2 so far.
And usually not the best category for the Trojans, but it's really been shown that they are much better than what the stat sheet says.
And that's certainly going to be an area that the Warriors are going to want to address in the upcoming offseason, is just team rebounding as a whole. They don't have terrible rebounders. They're not the biggest team, but most of those girls in there aren't bad rebounders. It's just as a team, they can't always put it together every game on the glass.
It seems like the first possession that the Trojans are pressing all the way from the inbound.
Lance steps into a 3 off the offensive rebound from Rakia Mack, and the Trojans lost out of play, so it's going to be a third opportunity now on this possession for the Warriors. 14-5 still Trojan lead, and a substitution coming now for Mount Olive. That's number 20, Jada Preby, a sophomore from Fayetteville, North Carolina. 5 on the floor for the Warriors is Griffin, the inbounder, Smith, Peerley, Glantz, and Rakia Mack. And another steal, too. Some very long arms got in the passing lane there. She couldn't grab it cleanly, so the Warriors got time to get back and set their defense. They go with the horns set. That's Durham on the drive and pull. That one was blocked by Mack. Warriors going to try to push in transition now. This is Griffin. Long arms of Toombs getting in the way of the passing lanes again. The Warriors just can't get into any sort of offense so far. Griffin has to pick up her dribble, and everyone's in deny. We're now in 5 on the shot clock. Griffin recognizes it, pulls it, and drains it. That's a big shot from Lexi Griffin, the senior from Portsmouth, Rhode Island, in her second to last home game. Of course, the Warriors will play Emmanuel on Wednesday night, but since today is Saturday, they wanted to go ahead and get the senior day festivities done. Anderson pulling the 3, and it rattles out. That's a rare miss on a good look from Layla Anderson, but the Warriors will take it for sure. 14-8, 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter.
And Lexi Griffin, not your usual three-point shooter. She kind of leaves it up to either Tristan Berry or Shelby Glantz to shoot the threes. That's just her 15th made 3 on the year.
Griffin. Kamania Griffin. 2 Griffins on the floor. Lexi Griffin and Kamania Griffin. And Matt grabs that one on the deck. Here comes Asia Pearley the other way. Quickly up ahead to Griffin. And Shelby Glantz with the mismatch on her. Gonna try to take her into the post and pull up from the high elbow. Long rebound goes to Toon. 3 subs waiting to check in for the Warriors. It's Shagag and Tristan Berry. Now a 4th one comes to the table. So 2 for Mount Olive, 2 for Southern Wesleyan. As we near the end of the first quarter, that's going to be a double dribble on Anderson. And here comes the subs. It's Arroyo back in the game, as well as Pacheco, Dominique Pacheco. And here comes the pressure back from Mount Olive. In the corner, Mack. She'll drive baseline and try to go up with the right hand through some contact. Count it. And she'll head to the free throw line for a chance. An old-fashioned three-point play. Foul is on Anderson. That's her first. A good bucket there from Rakia Mack, the junior from Jersey City, New Jersey. Here's a second look. Finishing through the help rotation of Anderson. Really tough bucket there from Mack. Just a 2.7 point per game scorer coming into the game. And is already over that mark here with the made free throw early. 14-11. And Tiandra Tucker checks back in for Arroyo. So just 2 quick in and out possessions for Arroyo so far. 1:50 to play. Warriors going to show some pressure. This is what they'll do. We talked about it. They don't pressure a whole lot, but when there's a dead ball situation in the backcourt, they will try to pressure. And now they're going to show some in the half court, forcing a turnover. Here comes Mack back the other way. Tosses it ahead to Pearley. Not a great pass. It was intercepted by Tucker. And now Pacheco the other way. Gets a step past Mack, and then we'll dribble it out. Hands off to Anderson with Smith on her. Now Pacheco. Tucker. Anderson straight away 3. No good. Rebounded by Pearley. A little bit too deep there for Layla Anderson. Now Tristan Berry with the head of steam. Lost it into the hands of Pearley. Pearley goes up and was fouled on the way up. It's on 21, Pacheco, her first. And here comes Jordan Race into the game for the first time for the Warriors, as well as Kamania Griffin back in for Mount Olive. 3 team fouls so far on Mount Olive, none on the Warriors. First free throw is good from Asia Pearley. Just a 57% free throw shooter on the year. Does lead the team, or second on the team, excuse me, in rebounds per game. Shelby Glantz at 6.2. Asia Pearley at 5. And Asia drains 2 from the stripe. 1 point game, under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Warriors double. Race got a hand on that one. Fell to Tucker. Now Anderson, a step in from the three-point line is no good. Rebound goes to Durham. New 20 on the shot clock. Here's Anderson. Kicks out to Hune. Hune driving and was bumped. That one's on the floor. It's on Race. We'll reset the shot clock to 20, so a 12.2 difference between the game clock and the shot clock. 1 point difference in the scoreboard. Mount Olive leads here early.
And that sub coming in is Anna Hendricks entering in.
And another foul there on the Warriors. So after 0 in the first 9 minutes, now 2 on this possession. That one's on Smith. And it will be Hendricks to inbound. As Matt said, just checked into the game, a freshman from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Gets it into Durham right at the edge of the sideline. Durham looking to go up and under Barry. Well defended by Tristan. Now Tucker. Hendricks. Hune. 10 on the shot clock. Hune step back. Finds Hendricks. Straight away three. No good. Rebounded by Pearley. Now Barry going the other way. 10 on the clock here in the first quarter for the Warriors. Tristan hesitates. Wanted to go inside to Shagag. It was poked away, and we have another foul on the Warriors. That was a loose ball foul on Tristan Barry. 4.4 on the clock. Mount Olive will have to go the distance of the court. It's Durham with Griffin in the backcourt. Hendricks on her. Now 2, 1. Off in time, but short from Durham. And that will do it. 10 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 14-3, Mount Olive leads.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous Meat and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
Back underway from Teisinger Gymnasium, an 8-0 run to end the quarter for the Warriors. 5 minutes and 10 seconds scoreless over the end of the quarter for Mount Olive. Just a 1 point lead. All of the shooting, turnovers, and rebounding numbers have all normalized. It was a big gap early for Mount Olive, but they're always going to have that deficit on the rebounding, are the Warriors. And it's only 3, though. It was 7 at one point, so a much better job on the glass over the last 5 minutes for the Warriors. A 1 point Mount Olive lead. Here they are on offense, their first possession of the second quarter. Pearley grabs the rebound after the long miss from Tucker. Now Kendrick would have had his steam, goes with a scoop inside and lost it at a play. Reagan Hugh not happy with the defense in the open court of her Trojans, asking someone to stop the ball there. Lexi Griffin will inbound. It was tipped by Tucker. That hit the line, so ball goes right back to the Warriors.
And those long arms from Tucker, main reason why she has so many steals.
Yeah, quite a few players on this Mount Olive team with plus wingspans for sure. That's another one. Hune, she's had a terrific start with that specific area. That is her second steal. Tucker also 2 steals her early. Hune pumps, drives. Looking inside for her now. Extra pass to Tucker, who pumps and goes up as Kendrick flew by. Back up to a 3-point lead. First bucket in a long time for the Trojans. Griffin has to pick up her dribble. It's poked by Tucker. It's just the gap defense for the Trojans has been awesome so far.
They've really been getting those passing lanes.
No easy passes.
And, of course, like a few mental errors from the Warriors, but majority of those just getting in the passing lanes causing turnovers.
Yeah. It's hard to be mentally perfect when you have to make tough passes every time. Like even that, you're having to throw it up over the defender when you much rather just make a simple bounce or chest pass straight ahead. There's no easy lanes for the Warriors on the offensive end. Lansing's going to have to shoot it. 2 on the shot clock. Turns, spins, gets it up. Offensive rebound race. Couldn't finish. And a foul. I'm not sure if all I think the Trojans probably thought that was going to be a shot clock violation. But the ref said Glantz got it off in time, and it will be a timeout called by Coach Davis. We'll take it with him. 16-13, 8:06 to play here in the first half. Baseline out of bounds here for the Warriors after a timeout. 17 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass to Kendrick, and she knocks down her second 3 of the game. 6 points for Kendrick, and we're tied at 16 apiece.
Kendrick 2 for 2 from behind the arc.
Yeah, she's been really good over the last few games for the Warriors. And an important part of some of those wins. Long rebound goes to Griffin, pushing in transition. Lost control of the ball as she was about to go up for the layup. Now she gets doubled in the corner. Kendrick, another 3. That one's strong. Race flying in. And the FAR official overruled the baseline official.
That's something you don't really see a lot.
Yeah. The other official was standing right beside the play.
And the other official was standing beside Wendy Lee, getting an earful.
So it will be Trojan ball now.
You can hear Wendy Lee before every single possession that Mount Olive has. She'll whistle very loudly and then call the play.
For sure. Anderson throws one up. Scramble on the floor. Kendrick pokes it away. Now Warriors have numbers in transition. Tried to bounce pass, but it was kicked by Hune. Double digits in 3 out of the last 5 games for Kendrick. 13 against North Greenville, 11 against Barton, 7 against Young Harris, 15 against Converse, and 6 against Erskine. So a great 5-game stretch for the junior from Seneca, South Carolina. And she's screening for Glantz, who spins and was fouled. That was a screen from Kendrick, and I think the shooters of the Trojans or the defenders of the Trojans were looking to go with the shooter Kendrick, and it left Glantz with some room down low. Good design by Coach Davis, and Shelby Glantz will head to the free throw line.
And Glantz is good at that little pump fake spin move to the basket. It's pretty much her patented move.
Yeah, she loves it. She loves it for sure. And now a trip to the free throw line, her first of the day. 61% free throw shooter on the season. One of the 4 seniors on this Warriors roster from Clyde, North Carolina. Started her career at USC Upstate and now finishing it at Southern Wesleyan. The second free throw was missed, but Warriors get it out of bounds off the Trojans. 17-16, their first lead since the start of the game at 3-0. Looking to go back inside to Glantz now. Looking for any sort of room. Kicks it out to Barry, who pulls the 3 and rattles it home. The 4th made 3 of the game for the Warriors. 4 of 9 from out there. Great start. 6:30 to play here in the second quarter. They lead now by 4, their biggest of the game. Anderson looking inside. Durham spins, hook shot, doesn't fall. Offensive rebound for the Trojans, and Kendrick pulls it away after the second missed shot from Preby. Now Kendrick up ahead to Glover, and Alexis stole it to Tucker, who threw it right back, and Tristan Berry was fouled by Anderson. That will be her first. And the 3rd team foul in this quarter on Mount Olive. Side out here for the Warriors. 6:06 to play. 4-point lead. Get it into Glantz. A cutting Griffin wide open. Great cut from Lexi Griffin. Even better find from Shelby Glantz. Now a 6-point lead for the Warriors. A 9-0 run over the last 3 minutes. The Trojans need a bucket. Hune, can she give it to him? She can't. Shelby Glantz the rebound. Now Kendrick pushing for the Warriors. Goes in and out. Now back in. Kendrick wanted to go on the dump pass to Glover, but she was fouled. And Kendrick been very good today shooting and now making plays on the open floor. 4th team foul on Mount Olive, and more importantly, the 2nd personal foul on Layla Anderson. She'll stay in the game.
And the Warriors now leading in the rebound category, 16-14. So after a little slow start for them and a very hot start for the Trojans, they get back into the win column.
It was 7-1 at one point.
7-1 at the beginning of the game.
That's almost a more impressive run than any scoring run they'll go on. Shagog's floater is good. That's a new one in the bag for Dynasty Shagog. She's on the points column now, and an 8-point lead for Southern Wesleyan. Mount Olive needs the immediate timeout desperately. It will come in about 20 seconds. Anderson, a 3 straight away is no good. She's had a cold start out there. 0 of 4, 1 of 7 from the field, just 2 points. And ball goes back to the Warriors on a 9-0 run. Oh, make it an 11-0 run now, over the last 3.5 minutes.
So going on an 8-0 run after the media timeout in the first quarter, now on an 11-0 run as we approach our second media timeout.
And also check this, Matt. Mount Olive is 1 of their last 14 from the field. So a hot start for the Trojans. They've cooled off now significantly since the first quarter media timeout, as Matt just said. Now Barry with the right hand, it falls. A double-digit lead for the Warriors, 26-16.
In a 13-0 run now. Warriors offense firing on all cylinders now.
And the defense been awesome as well. 26-16, 4.5 to play. They go to the Horns. Now Griffin through the lane. Floater is long. Rebound to Barry, but a foul first. It's on 4. That's Griffin. So a 10-point lead. Should be a... They're going to let her shoot the free throws. Thought that was... So Glover will head to the free throw line now. Alexis Glover, 5'8" sophomore from Anderson, South Carolina. 71% free throw shooter on the year, 6.9 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game, and an assist. Couldn't knock down the first, though. Here's Glover's second, and it's good. So 27-16 now. Warriors a little bit of pressure after the made free throw. Checo's pass to Durham. Yoon trying to direct some traffic for the Trojan offense. Now she gets the handoff. Back to Pacheco. 5 on the shot clock. Jump shot is good from Jada Breeb. And it ends a long scoring drought. 4 minutes and 45 seconds. And now a turnover off the foot of Kendrick. So a bucket and a stop for Mount Olive. A little bit of momentum going back the Trojans' way. This is Pacheco jogging it up. 2 subs waiting to check in for the Warriors. Smith and Race, and now Peerley, so 3 of them. Hand off to Hune. Max Honor. Hune driving, missed the shot. Rebounded by Glover. Chagag doing a good job of running the floor. Barry crosses over, pulls it out. Kendrick back to Barry. She pulls a 3. It's long. Loose ball goes to Hune. Mack takes a spill. Now Pacheco drives and kicks. This is Griffin. Back out to Hune. Hand off to Pacheco. Pacheco, the right-handed layup, missed it. Now Kendrick back the other way. Finds Mack. Rakia pulls a 3. That one's long. And a rebound to Griffin. Mack not a big-time three-point shooter for the Warriors. Just 1 of 18 from out there on the season. That one was long and just a small drought now for the Warriors. Still a big-time run for them. 22-4 over the last 12 minutes. Under 10 on the shot clock. Pacheco needs to make something. Down to 5. 4. Step through layup. Good from Dominique Parker. Nice bucket from her. Lead down to 7.
And a lot of love from the rim on that layup.
4 new subs for the Warriors at the next dead ball. And Layla Anderson for Mount Olive. Couple steals back and forth there. Mack has it right back for the Warriors. And then Hune steals it back away the other way. Alexis Durham with a head of steam. Euro steps into a block. Looked like Tristan Berry was there in time, but the officials did not agree, so it will be a defensive foul on Tristan. Her second. And 5 new subs for the Warriors. Glantz, Peerley, Race, Smith, and Griffin.
Reagan Hune taking a break on the bench for now. She's been a great part of that Trojan defense just those long arms getting to the passing lanes, causing a lot of turnovers and getting a few steals for him.
3 of them to be exact, along with 3 from Tiandra Tucker. And Durham goes 2-2 from the stripe, leads down to 5. Here comes the pressure from Mount Olive. Peerley splits it. This is Jordan Race, freshman from Florida. Had that one poked away by Anderson. Here goes Layla Anderson the other way from Mount Olive. Pulling up in the mid-range. Couldn't hit it. Lance pulls down the rebound. Dribbles through some pressure. Finds Griffin. Now here's Lexi with the right hand. It goes. That breaks a 3-minute scoring drought for the Warriors. A minute to play. 29-22. Extra pass, Pacheco in the corner. Back out to Griffin. 7 on the shot clock. They need to get something off here quickly. Anderson, floater, rejected by Race. That should be a shot clock violation. The shot clock resets. It should not have. Ball never hit the rim. I think that they reset it to 20.
Not sure about that. Should either be running out or have...
It should be 1 or 0. My initial thought was 0, but I think they're going to put 1.
So, pretty much just a little catch and shoot for the Trojans here. That's all they can get.
The inbounder is Pacheco. Here's a replay. This should give us a perfect angle. It reset before it hit the 0, so that's probably the right call. They get it in and off in time. That hit the backboard. The shot was from Durham, so ball goes back to the Warriors. 40.7 on the game clock, 29-22. Get it into Kendrick. Ball screen from Glantz. Kendrick, tough pass to Shelby, who lost it into the hands of Lexi, then had it stripped away by Durham. Not all it can hold for the final shot if they choose. There's 20 on the game clock. Shot clock is off. There's Pacheco. Now Breed. Under 10. Anderson. Couple crossovers. Goes through the lane and was fouled. I think the block was cleaned by Smith, but Kendrick bumped her first. That is the case. So Layla Anderson will head to the free throw line. 81% free throw shooter on the year. One of the higher numbers in the conference and the highest number on the team for Mount Olive.
And this is Mount Olive's just 3rd and 4th shots from the charity stripe in this game.
Warriors haven't fouled a whole lot. And Anderson knocks down the first. 4.5 is where the game clock is at. Second one is good from Anderson. You get it into Kendrick. She splits a triple team. Might be able to get a look off. Did not, though. Just took too much time. And that will do it in the first half. 29-24. Great stretch between the 5-minute marks and 5-minute marks for the Warriors in the first and second quarter. Mount Olive finishes the half with a better stretch, and it's a 5-point lead as we head to the locker room. We'll be back in a couple minutes with halftime stats and report right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Welcome back inside the booth. Andrew Baxley and Matt O'Banion here from Teisinger Gymnasium. A 29-24 lead for the Warriors here at halftime. A big-time sequence leading from the first quarter to the second quarter. It was 14-5 at the 5:10 minute mark of quarter one, and it was 27-16 at the 4:17 minute mark of the Q2. The Warriors completely flipped this game on its head. They're rebounding, they're shooting, and even their turnovers, which sort of picked back up at the end of the first half. All three of those categories have been much better. The Warriors lead rebounding at 22-17. That's a big-time flip. They were down at 1.7-1 on the glass, and they're now up 5 on the rebounding margin and 5 on the scoreboard. Matt, individually, what are some players that stood out there in the first half?
Well, definitely Kalaya Kendrick coming in this game, starting off, she was 2 for 2 from behind the arc, and now is 2 for 3 at the halftime point. But as you were talking about, the rebounding was 7-1, now 22-17 in the Warriors' favor. Leading that charge is also Kalaya Kendrick, so she's doing great in this first half of play. Also, Lexi Griffin getting a few assists in there, three assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Has 7 in the game. That's leading the Warriors. So she's a big part on the offensive end for the Warriors to have this 24-29 lead.
Yeah, and the thing about Kendrick's rebounds is a lot of those are sort of long rebounds that are leading to opportunities in transition for the Warriors. But the one thing they haven't done a great job of is taking care of the ball, and a couple of Mount Olive players have done a great job of getting steals, Matt.
Yeah, 14 turnovers is not very good at a halftime point.
Yeah, and specifically with the steals, I think Tucker has 3 and Hune have 3. Those are both very big numbers for the first half. But the Warriors lead where it counts, 29-24. We're back in about 6 minutes of the second half here between the Southern Wesleyan University Warriors and the Mount Olive University Trojans.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous Meet and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen printing, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners. We've been in business now for over 32 years.
life things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
Welcome back to Tizer Gymnasium. Start of the second half. 5-point lead for the Warriors. First possession of the second half is in the favor of the Trojans. This is Anderson. Too much space through the Warrior defense, but she couldn't finish. Rebound grab by Shelby Glantz, the team's leader at 6.2 per game. One of the 4 seniors who are being honored after the game here today on Senior Day. Kendrick pulls a 3, doesn't fall. Started 2 of 2 from out there. Missed her last 2, though, however. Leads still at 5. Anderson looking to cut it, and does. Just the first made 3 of the day for the conference's second leading scorer. 1 of 10 was her start from the floor in the first half, and it makes her second attempt, her first from behind the arc here in the second half. Now Glover with the right hand answers. Lead goes right back up to 4. No team with a bucket inside the first minute of the third quarter. Here's Durham. I don't know what that was. A lot of miscommunication there. And a great pass by Lexi Griffin up ahead to Alexis Glover with the right hand. Warriors make them pay.
It was a very confusing transition, but a great job by the Warriors and Lexi Griffin to see Alexis Glover open in the paint.
Now Tucker, Anderson, looking inside for Griffin. Now Hune. That one's no good. Rebounded by Griffin. Lexi surveying the floor. Looking for a cutter. It's Barry. Tristan goes up through some contact and will head to the free throw line. Really good pass there from Lexi Griffin. Those two almost always on the same page. The foul is on Reagan Hune, her second. First team foul of the half for the Trojans. It sends Tristan Barry to the free throw line. A 78% free throw shooter on the year, knocks down the first.
And this just her first trip to the charity stripe in the game.
Tristan, a senior from Brevard, North Carolina. Lots of family and friends in attendance today. Missed the second one. Long rebound goes to Hune. It's 34-27. Durham inside to Tucker. Tucker through contact finishes. Not great defense there from the Warriors. Too big of a passing lane. Alexis Glover picked up the foul. And it sends Tucker to the free throw line for a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. Tucker, a 5'6" junior from Burlington, North Carolina. Two players on this Mount Olive team from Burlington, North Carolina. Did not attend the same high school, though. Tucker went to Walter M. Williams, and Anderson went to the Burlington School, one of the bigger private schools in terms of basketball in the state of North Carolina, especially on the guys' end. A lot of big-time players coming out of the Burlington School. And a turnover from the Warriors. Ball goes back the other way. 34-29 is the score. 7:40 to play here in the third quarter. Anderson trying a three. Offensive rebounded by Tucker. She's kicking it out to Hune, who saves it. Now Durham will slow it down. Hune looking inside. Now Tucker. Tucker right-handed layup is good. Shot clock was running down. Trojans worked quickly and got a bucket. And Glover had it poked away by Anderson. Really active hands from Layla Anderson. Now here she goes the other way. Has some space. Needs some help though and kicks out to Durham. Griffin around to Hune. 13 on the shot clock. Hune, three, way short, rebounded by Shelby Glantz. And here's Lexi Griffin crossing the timeline, 6:38 to play. 34-31. Now here's Glantz, smaller defender on her, turns, fades, knocks it down. That's the shot she wants. Even though she did have the 5'5" Alexis Durham on her, she still wants to fade. And you'll let her have that fade if you're a Warrior fan. 36-31 now. Tucker facing up. Good hands from Lexi Griffin. Now she's on the floor and was fouled by Tucker. Tucker's third. And so now Arroyo will have to check in. A chance for Mount Olive to set their full court defense here. Now Kendrick sees a driving lane, had it poked from behind by Durham. And Kendrick to inbound. Needs to get it in quickly here. And it's a 5-second call. That now the 16th turnover of the game for the Warriors to Mount Olive's 10. (36-31), 5:40 to play here in the third quarter. Anderson jabs, drives, scoops, can't finish though. Really good move, couldn't finish. Now Tristan Berry with numbers the other way. Had Glover quickly ahead, no passing lane. Now there is one, and Glover was tied up with Kamania Griffin. It will stay with the Warriors on the possession arrow. Asia Peerley checks in for Alexis Glover.
To Glover having a hot start to the second half, having 7 points now, tying Lexi Griffin for the leading scorer on the Warriors.
We get it into Kendrick. She gets doubles, so there should be someone open. Glance turns and fades out. Despite the numerical advantage for the Warriors, I think it was Tristan Berry, the inbounder, who would have been open. And Glance couldn't finish. Ball goes back to the Trojans. Anderson crosses over, looking inside for Arroyo. She goes up. It's blocked by Glance, and she controls the rebound there as well. Up ahead to Pearley. Kicks out to Berry. Tristan pulls a three. That one's too strong. Offensive rebound saved by Kendrick. Now Lexi Griffin will try a left wing three and knock it down. Timeout, Mount Olive, an 8-point lead as we're halfway through the third quarter. You're watching Southern Wesleyan University basketball here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Back underway at Teisinger Gymnasium. Another good start here to the second half for the Warriors. They lead midway through the third quarter, though. Hune with the right-handed layup. Mount Olive comes with some pressure after the made basket. Griffin, cross court, was looking for Kendrick. And poked it around by Anderson. Some bright green shoes from Anderson. Actually, lots of bright shoes on the Mount Olive team. Some pink shoes from Durham, green shoes from Anderson, pink shoes as well from Hune. And that will send us right back to immediate timeout. 39-33, 4:30 to play here in the third quarter.
This is it. Step into community, step into faith, step into life. Step into Southern Wesleyan University.
This is Conference Carolinas.
Life.
Just a quick sequence there, and we're back again. It will be Warrior possession on the sideline out of bounds. Kendrick is the trigger to Griffin, and we're back underway. 4:30 to play. 6-point lead for the Warriors. Looking for their 9th conference win of the season. Looking to go above 500 in conference play for the first time over the season. They are currently 8th in the KPI rankings. Mount Olive is 11th, and the team that the Warriors play next in Emmanuel, they are 5th. So Warriors over a tough stretch right now. UNC Pembroke is first, Francis Marion second, Belmont Abbey third, Chowan fourth. A couple of good games over the conference here today. UNC Pembroke taking on Converse, King is at Francis Marion, Barton's at Young Harris, Lees McRae's at Chowan, North Greenville's at Erskine, and Belmont Abbey is at Emmanuel. A couple other Warriors teams in action today as well. Lacrosse currently playing shorter, and baseball has a doubleheader today with Chowan. This is Hune. Now to Anderson. Step inside the three-point line, and it's short. Hune grabs the offensive rebound, though. And this is Pacheco back into the game for the first time here in the second half. And she had it stolen away by Mack. Now Pearley the other way. She lost control of it. And Mount Olive gets the ball right back. 39-33, 3.5 to play here in the third quarter. Here's Anderson. Anderson driving, left-handed layup, no good. She's had a couple from that side that have just been short. Barry, though, way short. That one actually might have hit the bottom side of the backboard, but Anderson all alone. She won't miss that time. Now up to 9 points in the game for Anderson. However, just 3 of 14 from the field. Pearley to Mack. And had it stripped away. Mack and Pacheco were on the floor, and Pacheco threw it out of bounds. She was looking to give it to Griffin. 3 subs checking in for the Warriors, Ray, Smith, and Shagog. Here's a replay. See Mack looking for some help. Had it stripped by Durham. A good effort by both Pacheco and Mack. Just unlucky for Pacheco. Couldn't find someone to dump it off to while she was on the floor. Here's Race. Shagog. Shagog drives, steps through, finishes with the right hand. A couple of really nice moves off the dribble today for Dynasty Shagog. She's got 4 points, making both her field goals.
Moving quick through traffic, too. A great step in between the double team.
5'10" junior from Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Anderson. She have to pull it, can't knock it down. Kendrick the rebound. You know she wants to do with the ball in her hands. Looking for a driving lane. Now inside to Shagog. Punishes the mismatch down low with Pacheco. Back-to-back buckets for Dynasty Shagog after she checks in for the first time in the second half. And the lead is up to 8 now for the Warriors. Coach Davis calling for some energy again on the defensive end. Can they answer with a stop? Durham, 3, no good. Asia Pearley the rebound. Now Kendrick going the other way for the Warriors. To Shagog, just out of the reach. That was almost a 6-0 run from Dynasty Shagog. Pass just not good enough there from Kendrick, and she'll take a seat for Rakia Mack. 43-35, 1:23 to play. Here's a look at that one just off the fingertips. But good effort from Dynasty running the floor again. Anna Hendricks checks in for Mount Olive. .120 to play in the third quarter. Here's Anderson. Now Hendricks. Can't knock it down. That one was strong. Rebounded by Pearley. This is Smith. Durham all over her.
Durham just her first foul in the game.
13th foul on Mount Olive. 2 more in a minute for the Warriors to get free throws. Smith gets some separation. And have a mismatch down low for Shagog. Peerley drives and ran into a charge. Not the best game from Asia today. 2 points, now a turnover. She's the Warriors' leading scorer off the bench today on the season. And just 2 points here today. Under a minute to play now. 43-35. Anderson. Tucker slips, fades, and hits. Here's Smith. And had that one blocked again by the long arms of Hune.
Trying to find Race in the corner.
A chance for back-to-back buckets to end the half. Warriors scoreless over the last 2.5 minutes. Hune, an open 3, knocks it down. Lead is down to 3, and Warriors might not even get this one inbounded in time. 43-40 as we're through 3. 10 minutes to decide this one. Gonna be a fun one. Don't leave.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
Life, things aren't scripted.
Back underway here. 3-point game starting the fourth quarter. And got a score update from the baseball game for us here, Matt.
Yeah, your Warriors just trailing Chowan 3-4 in the bottom of the third, just 1 out. So Chowan at the bat. Right now, pitching for the Warriors, it's third baseman Christopher Hudd. Coming in just aligned, 1 hit just came in to pitch.
And here back to this game, Hune just hit her second consecutive 3 from Mount Olive, and we are tied at 43 here early in the fourth quarter. Hune now up to 16 in the game. Scoring drought for the Warriors. Haven't scored yet here in this quarter. Didn't score for the last 3 minutes of the third quarter. Shagog knocks down 1 of 2. 48-44, 7 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Durham getting tied up with Tristan Berry, and a timeout called or given to Mount Olive. Coach Lee very quick with it, and that will send us in here to a media timeout. 48-44, 6:52 to play here in the fourth quarter. play here. A 4-point lead for Mount Olive on the back of a 13-3 run over the last 5:18. Trojans have the possession here as well. Kuhn. 3 on the shot clock. Out to Durham. At the buzzer. Short. Shot clock violation. So now Warrior possession, but a chance for the Trojans to set their full court press. They get into Barry. And they break it very well. Now Lexi Griffin has room to spin and was fouled on the way up. And great job by Lexi recognizing she had some room. But an even better spin move, earning a trip to the free throw line.
It's her first one of the game.
10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals so far for Lexi Griffin. And that's the 4th on Tucker. First free throw's good from Griffin.
Tucker will stay in the game for Mount Olive. No subs getting ready to come in.
Yeah. Tucker 1 of 3 in double digits for Mount Olive. Hume leads them with 16. 4 of 8 from 3 is Hume. Anderson has 14. Just 5 of 20, though, from the field. And then a much more efficient 10 points on 5 of 6 shooting from Tucker. Now make it 12 on 6 of 7.
Tucker also with those 3 steals. That's a big reason why she's still in this game.
They certainly need her on the defensive end. Causing lots of problems for the Warriors. Kendrick looking for an angle, does, and finish. Really athletic move there from Kalia Kendrick. Lead right back down to 2.
And this game more than likely will come down to the wire.
Warriors play a lot of close games, Matt.
Yes, but they are outscoring their opponents in the 4th quarter.
That's good. Yeah, that's always a good stat to have when you're playing in close games. Hunes fades, can't get the touch. Shagag pulls down the rebound. Warriors could have numbers going the other way. Tucker is still down under the basket. Barry threw it to Hune, who saved it. Oh, that's a big missed opportunity for the Warriors. They had a 5-on-4 play on offense, and they turned it over. Hune also on the floor now. Tucker has stood up, holding her right elbow. Now Hune rises to her feet. And Tucker is headed down to the locker room with the Trojan trainer.
Tucker having those 12 points in the game, just the 3rd leading scorer for Mount Olive behind Hune and Anderson. So a big part offensively, but also defensively, with the team leading 3 steals in this game.
Here's Durham. Steps through a double team and a foul, a reach-in foul on the Warriors. And it's charged to Lexi Griffin, just her first team foul on the Warriors here at the 4th quarter as well. Sideline out of bounds here for Mount Olive. Coach Davis just adjusting some of the defensive assignments. Switching Lexi onto Hune. Handoff for Anderson. Shagag diving on the floor and tying up with Anderson. Possession arrow belongs to the Warriors. Man, has Dynasty Shagag been terrific here in the 2nd half.
A great job poking it away and also diving on the ball to cause that jump ball.
It's not going to count as a steal in the stat sheet, but she should get one for sure in the eyes of the Warriors defense. 2-point deficit, 5 to play here in the 4th quarter. Griffin hands off to Barry. Anderson switches on her. Now Lexi in the short corner. Couple crosses. Send on the shot clock, looking for a lane to finish. Too strong, but Shelby's there to follow up. Tie game, 50 apiece. 4.5 to play, 4th quarter.
And Shelby Glantz with her 10th rebound in the game.
Now Durham driving, kicking, pulling a 3 as Griffin, and she splashed it home. Big time shot for the Trojans. They go back up 3.
Just over 4 to play here left in the game. That three-point game is still holding on as Mount Olive.
Just the first made shot of the game from Griffin. Shelby answers with the turnaround jump shot. It's a 1-point game with 4 to play.
Shelby Glantz now with 7 in the game. 7, 10, and 5 in this game so far for her.
Looking inside again, it's Griffin. Counted with the foul. It's on Tristan. And back-to-back buckets now for Griffin, who had not scored until that corner 3. Here's a replay of Shelby's follow-up. Great job by her, just beating her defender to the spot. Free throw is good from Kamania Griffin. 56-52, 3:45 to play. Shelby kicks out to Griffin. Now Barry, 10 on the shot clock. Tristan lost it on the floor. They're tied up. Possession arrow belongs to Mount Olive.
Mount Olive has been great this entire game with poking the ball away.
19 steals as a team.
25 turnovers for the Warriors as well. So not really helping in that category.
Hune, a 3. That one's strong. A rare miss from her. She's had a terrific game shooting out there. Foul is on Griffin. So ball goes back to the Warriors. 56-52, 3:09 to play. Nice cross from Lexi, though. Had it blocked by Arroyo. Asia Peerley checks in for Shagad. So 5 on the floor for the Warriors. Griffin, Kendrick, Berry, Glantz, and Peerley. Trailing by 4. Peerley hands off to Berry. Can she get something going? Hasn't had her best game today. Neither has Shelby, but she rattles home a big-time 3. 56-55.
Shelby Glantz now up to a double-double in this game.
Now Mount Olive. Can the Warriors get another stop? Anderson. Durham with 10 on the shot clock. Gets a screen from Arroyo. Steps into a deep 2. Can't knock it down. Arroyo's there on the offensive glass. Hune. Anderson straight away. 3 is no good. And a strong rebound from Shelby Glantz. Timeout, Warriors. 56-55, Mount Olive leads. 2:07 to play. Just a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here. But man, Matt, this one got good really quickly.
How about Shelby Glantz having 3 points coming into this quarter and now has 10. A great job and a great showing from her, not just from behind the arc, but also with that spin move turnaround fadeaway that she has patented here at Southern Wesleyan. And also just getting her 11th rebound in the game is now at 10, 11, and 5. So a great job from her. Lexi Griffin having 12 points in the game, 4 for 6 shooting, and 2 for 3 from behind the arc. Lexi Griffin not really the person who would shoot the threes the most, but has taken a few, 3 in total, making those 2. And also perfect from the charity stripe, also having 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals to her name. As Kalaya Kendrick will inbound, getting it into Griffin.
Shelby's third double-double of the season. Had one against UNC Pembroke and one against Bob Jones. 2 minutes to play. Can the Warriors dig deep and pull out a win here on Senior Day? Shelby Glantz, a 3. It rattles out. And the Trojans were standing out of bounds. That one looked to be good from Shelby, but the Warriors get it back.
1:49 left in this game.
Yeah, that's a good look. It looked halfway down. The refs are in conversation now, and they're going to reset the shot clock fully. They say Mount Olive had full possession right before they stood out of bounds. Lexi Griffin to inbound. Throws it in, but after a timeout was called by Coach Davis. 1 remaining now for the Warriors, another 30-second timeout. So again, we'll just keep it right here. 1:49 to play, 56-55. Warriors have 1 timeout remaining. Trojans have 2. 3 team fouls on Mount Olive, 2 team fouls on the Warriors. Possession arrow belongs here with the home team. Warriors 11-15 on the season, 8-8 in conference play. Mount Olive 7-17 overall, 5-11 in conference play. We should remind you that the guys' game will follow this one between the same 2 teams, and senior day as well for the guys. 7 total seniors being honored here today. Tristan Berry, Dyron Brown, Nia Garner, Griffin Effenberger, Shelby Glantz, Sam Limehouse, and Lexi Griffin. Lexi to inbound. 1-point lead for Mount Olive. They get it into Tristan. Still same 5 for the Warriors. Peerley looking to back down Hune. Now Glantz spinning, kicking to Berry. Not great spacing from the Warriors. Can they make something out of nothing? They do. What a feed from Tristan Berry inside to Peerley. 57-56 Warriors lead. Can they get another stop? It's Hune. Hune driving baseline. It was blocked by Glantz. Kick out to Anderson. Still 15 on the shot clock. Oh, what a spin from Anderson. Couldn't finish on the floater. Peerley pulls down the rebound. Warriors had the ball up 1. Minute 5 to play.
The Warriors needing one of those runs that they've been having twice in this game. They need another one right here.
Here's Berry circling all the way to the basket. Can't finish with the right hand. Mount Olive gets the ball. Tristan still fighting down there. A breakaway opportunity for Anderson, who finishes. Trojans go back up 1. A missed opportunity for the Warriors. And now a 1-point lead for the Trojans. 58-57. 35 seconds to play. Now 20 on the shot clock, so a 14 difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Who will the Warriors go to get a bucket? It's Tristan Berry in the corner. She pumps, drives inside to Peerley, who lost it. Stolen away by Anderson, who was fouled by Berry. That sends an 81% free throw shooter to the line, or not yet to the line, excuse me. That's just a 13 foul. Got a little bit ahead of myself. So Warriors chance to pressure again here. It's just a 1-point lead. They need 2 more fouls to send the Trojans to the free throw line.
Tristan Berry had Asia Peerley wide open under the basket. Tried to get to her, but it was just too late. They'd already started crashing.
And Anderson is fouled again by Tristan Berry. This time,
her 4th personal.
4th, correct. 4th team foul on the Warriors as well. And Mac will get Berry because they need her for some offense. And Coach Davis says, get the steal or foul. Which one will it be? They foul. Tucker to the free throw line.
And Tucker now re-entering the game after going down, hitting her elbow.
Tucker, a 74% free throw shooter on the year.
17.2 left on the shot clock. Or left on the game clock, excuse me.
Tucker, though, is 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Only 2 missed shots, 1 from the field, 1 from the line. Warriors would love another one, maybe even 2 of them, if we don't get a little bit greedy here. 58-57, 17.2 left.
Warriors having 40 rebounds in the game to Mount Olive's 31.
Tucker's first is good.
So now a 2-point lead.
Tucker for a second.
Warriors still having 1 timeout left.
It's good. And they'll use it to advance the ball here. 60-57. We'll take the timeout with them. Back in 60 seconds, 17.2 left. Warriors ball here on the sideline out of bounds. They don't need a 3 right away. It's 60-57, still plenty of time, 17.2 left. Just looking for whatever shot you can get. That's a good look, but still quick. No timeouts left for the Warriors. 2 remaining for the Trojans. They are in the double bonus as well. Warriors need 2 more.
On the stat sheet, it says that Tristan Berry has 5 fouls, but I'm not sure that she does have those 5.
That might be what they are checking.
I think it should be 4 fouls.
Yeah, it has to be what they're checking right now because Tristan checked back in after the defensive possession. They picked up the 4th foul trying to stop the clock, and they took her out, fouled again, then put her back in now for offense. So that has to be the issue that they are addressing now. They're at the scorers table. It's 60-57, 17.2 left. Tristan has 6 points on the game to go with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. One of 4 seniors on the girls' team.
Of course, speaking of seniors, right after this game, we have a break between games between guys and girls. We will celebrate our seniors.
Well, Matt, you don't really have a break.
I don't really have a break because I have to run down there and announce them.
Yeah. But everyone else gets a bit of an extended break. And Anderson. Lexi to inbound. They get into Shelby. She hands right back off to Lexi. Looking for some room to drive quickly. Here's Shelby. A really deep 3 is off. I'm not sure what the shot was there.
Maybe to draw the foul?
8.5 now. Warriors can press, but Coach Lee calls a timeout first. We'll keep it right here. I think maybe Glantz was just thinking too much about shooting quickly, that she pulled from what's basically 38 feet. About the edge of the jump ball circle. It remains 60-57.
Pretty much trying to be Caitlin Clark from the logo, just didn't have the distance on it.
Well, Caitlin Clark is one of the best college basketball players of all time. I think that probably would have been a bad shot for Caitlin Clark as well. She might have made it.
Might have made it. Probably would have made it.
Chances are in her favor of making it, but still probably not a good shot. So it's going to be Trojan ball now following the timeout, but they do get to advance the ball. One of the things in the women's game that is not yet in the men's game is timeouts. You can advance the ball.
So with 8.5, the Warriors just have to foul.
Still maybe could get a steal if they play it perfectly, although they get into Anderson. Exactly the shooter the Trojans won at the free throw line. 81.9% on the year, 2 of 2 here today. And now Tristan checks back in for Rakia Mack. Here's the first from Anderson. Good.
And then another one here pretty much ices the game for Mount Olive.
It does.
It does.
62-57, 7 seconds left. Warriors need to go extremely quickly here. Griffin, now Glantz, another deep one. It's off, and it's over. Trojans come in and pick up a big-time win on the road. They're now 6-11 in conference play. Warriors go back under 500. They're 8-9 in conference play. The 11th place team in the KPI upset the 8th place team in the KPI by a score of 62-57.
And that's got to really hurt SWU's chances of hosting in the tournament, as they now match up with Emmanuel for their last game here at home. So make sure you tune into that next week, sorry.
That will be Wednesday. We'll just end a couple stats before we get you to your break before the guys' game. First, for the Warriors, Lexi Griffin finished with 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Shelby Glantz had 10 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. Alexis Glover, 7 points. Clyde Kendrick, 8. Tristan Berry, 6. Kia Mac 3, Dynasty Shagok 7, Asia Peerley 4. 3 double-digit scores, 3 pretty big performances from 3 Trojans. Anderson with 18, Tucker with 14, and Reagan Kuhn 16 points on 4 of 9 3-point shooting, 6 rebounds, 4 steals. Trojans victorious on the road, 62-57. We'll be back in about 20 minutes with the guys game. Until then, we'll see you soon right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.